The students at Van Alstyne Middle School would like to make you aware of what we all should be recycling and to encourage you to increase what you are recycling. This is the Great Garbage Patch in the Pacific Ocean. It is at least 2 times the size of Texas. It can be hard to see at times because it is just submerged below the ocean's surface. There are at least several million tons of plastics that have collected into gigantic mounds. They have broken down into molecules the size of plankton, and there are at least 6 times more plastic than there is plankton in the ocean at this time. Plastic will not mineralize or biodegrade in the cold waters of the ocean. And it is here in the Great Garbage Patch that the albatross collect food for their young. Midway Island Atoll is an island in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. It is a sanctuary for the albatross. Midway Island is near the Great Garbage Patch, but more than 2,000 miles from the nearest continent. The albatross will gather what they think is food, but really plastic, and feed it to their young chicks. The albatross will die from eating these plastics as they are not able to digest them.
Enough plastic is thrown away each year to circle the full time.
It takes 1,000 years for plastic to decompose. Americans use 50 billion water bottles. Yesterday, only 23% was recycled. 3% was recycled. That means 38 billion water bottles ended up in landfills or in our lakes and oceans.
It takes approximately 200 years for aluminum to decompose, but if recycled, it can be reused within 6 weeks.
One of our students received an award from Keep Texas Beautiful, as well as $100 for recycling aluminum cans at the middle school last year.
We recycled 200 pounds aluminum cans last year. So far this year, we have recycled 52 pounds.
The Container Recycling Institute estimates that the 36 billion aluminum cans that were landfilled last year had a scrap metal value of more than $600 million. We're just throwing that money away.
By recycling paper products, you can help save our trees, animal habitats, and conserve energy and natural resources. By recycling just 1 ton of paper, you will save 17 trees, 300 gallons of oil, 3 cubic yards of landfill space, 4,000 kilowatts of energy, and 7,000 gallons of water. The 17 trees you help save will absorb 250 pounds of carbon dioxide each year.
Go! Packaging materials make up about half of our trash, which means half of our trash can be recycled. Please recycle newspapers and cereal boxes and even your junk mail.
Please recycle paper and help save the squirrel bear's home.
Approximately 1/2 of the trash that goes into the landfill can be recycled.
Please recycle.
More than 20 billion glass jars and bottles end up in landfills every year. Glass never decomposes. Glass can be recycled and never wears out.
Light bulbs and rechargeable batteries contain mercury and lead. When thrown into landfills, they contaminate the soil and the groundwater. Home Depot, Lowe's, and Best Buy have recycling containers for you to safely dispose of them.
Keep Van Alstyne Beautiful is applying for a grant to make improvements to our town. One requirement of the grant is to show how our community is making efforts to recycle and reduce the use of natural resources.
Here is what to do to help.
Get involved, help with cleanups, your area.
Reduce the amount of wasting you make.
Recycle as much as possible. Bottles, cans, cell phones, ink cartridges, and many other items need to be recycled.
Remember that the land and sea, no matter where you are connected.
Instead of throwing out your unused vegetables, start a compost.